So I just wanted to say a few words about JIMAR, just an explanation what JIMAR is and our relationship with our NOAA partners. JIMAR is the Joint Institute for Marine and Atmospheric Research, and it's what's termed a cooperative institute. It was created in 1977, and it's also a research unit within SOST. What is a cooperative institute? Well, it is an organization established with outstanding research programs in areas of relevance to NOAA's mission, at universities with strong educational and graduate level research and education programs in the NOAA sciences. It's geographically co-located with NOAA laboratories to help leverage the intellectual talent. It's involved in research that's directly related to NOAA's mission, and it provides access to the NOAA facilities, for the NOAA facilities, to the intellectual talent in the faculty and the students of the university. So the number varies because sometimes cooperative institutes are waxing or waning. There's maybe 15 cooperative institutes at the moment. You can see from this slide that we're geographically distributed across the nation, and we're also distributed across several line offices in NOAA. Most of the cooperative institutes are in OAR, but you can see we are a cooperative institute tightly affiliated with the Fisheries Service. And I should mention also, although we go by the moniker JIMAR, which is our traditional name and it is our brand, we are considered the Cooperative Institute for the Pacific Islands region. So here are the major research themes of JIMAR. The percentages shown are approximate levels of funding as far as part of the total, or at least over the last sort of 5-year period. You can see the strongest areas of research are related to ecosystem monitoring, protection of and restoration of resources. I just made a small sample of some of the projects that JIMAR undertakes. In particular, these are projects that are undertaken at the University of Hawaii, not directly in coordination with the NOAA laboratory, and I segregated them out by theme. You can see there that IPRC is represented, as is PIAC. There are some National Weather Service fellowships that are provided, and so forth. In terms of JIMAR staffing, and again, this is something that fluctuates very highly depending on the season and the funding levels. We have approximately 150 employees and students. About 100 to 115 are located in the NOAA Inouye Regional Center out on Ford Island. Of that complement, approximately 30 are PhD level research scientists, and the bulk of the other regular employees are master's or bachelor level scientists. Now, what is the Pacific Islands Fisheries Science Center, who is our main client that JIMAR collaborates with? The Pacific Islands Science Center conducts research and monitoring to support domestic and international conservation and management of living marine resources across the Pacific Islands region. And 3 of the strongest research lines are to promote sustainable fisheries, conserve protected species, and what is sort of loosely termed EBFM, which is ecosystem-based fisheries management. So it's the science that informs that process. I just made an org chart. This is actually an old org chart, but all the red dots are the JIMAR staff that are located within the organized units of the Pacific Islands Fisheries Science Center. And if I pull those out, this is what JIMAR looks like in the Science Center. So we have a organized structure with supervisors and research lines that are embedded within all the programs within the Science Center. I should mention as well, we are also located in the Marine National Monument out in Ford Island. I've seen people trying to pronounce the name when they're under stress, and they always mess it up, so I'm not even going to bother. So just some of the projects. Again, this is a subset, and some of the identified JIMAR leads for the projects, and they're segregated out for each of the divisions within the Science Center. So some of our primary funding goes toward ecosystems, the Ecosystem Sciences Division, and this coral reef monitoring missions. And also we have a substantial population of folks working in the Fisheries Monitoring and Research Division and the Protected Species Division. This last slide is just showing the JIMAR administration. So the lead of JIMAR, and that's for all populations, both at UH and out in the NOAA facilities, is Doug Luther, who's the director. I am the primary lead for the Science Center population in organizing those projects and staff. And Kevin Hagaki is the overall administrative lead for JIMAR. And there's some other familiar names there that folks that have worked with us know. So that's it in a nutshell. So we're going to get started with Science Talks.